Hello friends, and welcome to another WSIB Truth Matters with Joe Machado, where I separate the truth from bullshit, facts from fiction, in plain English. For today's video, I'm going to present you with a scenario. You're 40 years of age, you've got 25 years of retirement. You have an injury. You can't work anymore. You earn $40,000 a year. It's not a lot of money, but you work hard for it. And your family needs it. The WSIB has to pay you over $1.1 million over the next 25 years. That's a conservative number. How motivated do you think they are to reduce or eliminate how much they have to pay you? Stick around for this video, my friends. It's a serious one. WSIB surveillance. Are you being watched? In this video, I'm going to talk about how the WSIB tracks you, how they twist the truth, and how you can protect your family. Because when you're dealing with this bunch, you need as much information as you can have to protect yourself. I'm going to talk about the tactics used by WSIB and employers to minimize how much they're going to pay you. And don't think for a moment that they're not motivated to do that and that they're not going to spend the money. This isn't a fear tactic on my part. It's not fear-mongering. It's the truth. That's what we do in this channel. The WSIB, they will spend money to hire private investigators sitting in their tinted windows in their cars, and they're tracking long-term WSIB claimants. Never assume that they're not. You could be walking out of the grocery store with a bag that looks like it's 10 pounds, maybe 20, who knows? But if there are any restrictions that you shouldn't be carrying that kind of weight, and even though it's really just a moment in time, with a blink of an eye, it's here and it's gone. But they will use it. Or if you're taking out the trash. Under the current boss, Jeff Lang, workers who get caught, they're not just cut off. Some face heavy court fines and jail time. Even though this guy claims and they claim that they're out to help you, well, I know differently from over 35 years of dealing with these people. I don't encourage that you falsify information or mislead the WSIB or overemphasize how hurt you are from your injury. But sometimes a 10-second snapshot of the camera or video of you doing something that you may probably do once every other week for a few short moments, it doesn't capture the agonizing pain that you suffer afterwards, the days in bed or sitting on the couch or not being able to do normal things. That video doesn't capture that. It captures 10 seconds. Another thing that they do, and I've seen people on Facebook doing this, yapping about everything and anything under the sun and whining about how bad representatives are, and including my services. Whatever. People want to do that. That's their prerogative to do whatever they want to do. But don't get sucked into that. Don't get sucked into that whole discussion, because the WSIB is watching. Social media stalking. They will uncover anything and everything they can about you, what you say, the pictures that you post on Facebook. Well, make no mistake, they will use it. And it doesn't matter how much you complain to others on Facebook about how badly you're being treated by the WSIB. Well, do these things at your own peril, because I believe serious matters are supposed to be managed in-house, in your home, with your doctors, with the people that you need to support you in your claim. Not everybody else out there who's trying to offer an opinion and have a grievance about how they were treated or mistreated, or how about they weren't supported in their case because they simply don't have a case. And I see people getting sucked into that trap all the time. You think that if the WSIB knows that you're complaining about them and you're doing all of these and saying all of these disparaging things about them, and you may be right about how they treat you, but do you think really that they're going to treat you any better? Think again. If you're at the mall and you have a claim for PTSD and you're suffering from depression, and you happen on one day that you're feeling actually pretty good and you go for a walk in the mall and you smile, they'll take that picture, that video clip. Oh, his mental illness he's not depressed. He's fine. Look at him smiling at the mall, where lots of people are, right? $1.1 million, 25 years to go. You can't work. You think they're going to give you a pass? Think again. These days it's hard to get a claim accepted, but it can be denied or overruled that quickly. That was a delayed reaction there. They're not looking for major things that you do and major activities and going out and playing hoops or going for a bike ride or those things, doing basic home chores. They will sit around your house for days to capture that one moment. And they'll get it if you allow it and if you're not vigilant. You see, one of the things that the WSIB doesn't report in their annual reports, there is no specific line item in their financials as to how much they spend in preventing individuals from, or trying to keep individuals from collecting what they're entitled to receive. But we're talking millions upon millions of dollars, because they are motivated and they have an endless supply of cash. Employers pay for WSIB coverage, and they pay quite a bit. Even though the WSIB's given back billions over the last 5 years, employers are still getting paid, or still paying out significant sums of money that the WSIB has obviously rated their company in terms of their premiums. But you know what? Employers are motivated to reduce those premiums. And how do they do that? Well, they do it by getting the WSIB to cut you off or reduce your benefits. So they'll spend $5,000 on a private investigator to catch you doing something that was only for a few seconds, to argue that you're completely healed. You shouldn't be receiving benefits. And whether or not it's valid, the WSIB will cut you off. And then you have to appeal, because this is what they do. They don't ask you first. They don't try to get you to explain whatever it is that they had to cut you off, that they felt justified in doing so. They'll cut you off first. And they won't ask any questions. I'm sure some of you watching this video have already seen that. So how do you fight back, knowing your rights? Well, the first thing is total honesty. Never fake your injuries, because it helps. If you fake your injuries, it hurts everyone. It hurts those who have a legitimate claim and that are already climbing a steep hill to begin with. But don't try to do more than what you can. Don't appear tough or have this macho complex that you can do anything and everything and mask your pain. You don't have to do that. Just do what your doctor asks you to do, what your doctor clears you to do. And whatever it is that your doctor does not clear you to do, whatever restrictions your doctor has placed, stay within those. That is the best line of protection. Now, if you find somebody's following you in a vehicle or they're parked around your house, and you find that's happening quite often, call the police. Right? Just call the police and say, hey, this is what's going on. Because the police will ask them if they have their license. And if they have a license, they will have to provide it. And the police also has to write up an incident report. And you can have access to that report so that you know exactly if you're being followed, if these sorts of things are happening, whether it be on your employer's side or the WSIB. Lastly, demand the whole tape. So if you are in a situation where the WSIB has stopped or reduced your benefits, and they have alleged that you have misrepresented yourself, then I suggest you have a good lawyer or paralegal to handle your case. We do offer that service through WSIB, through LegalPro Connect. The website is right below here on the banner. But yes, make sure that you have representation, and your representative should be requesting the full unedited video if there's one, and if it was used in that determination by the WSIB, because you are entitled to receive the unedited recording of that. So these are the things that you can do. You don't need to be paranoid about this whole thing, but what I want to impart, what I really want to convey to you is that don't leave things to chance, because they will do this. They will do this, my friends. So being hurt, it's not a crime. And you do have your right to privacy. And don't let them scare you into giving up. If you have a legitimate claim, don't let anyone take that away from you. No matter how much or how hardball they want to be, follow the steps I just asked, and you're going to be fine. Okay, my friends? But don't leave things to chance, and don't for any second assume that these individuals, whether it be your employer or the WSIB, will not attempt to do and use every little dirty trick in the book to nail you, because they do that. I can tell you they do that. All right, my friends, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, and you can help this information to get out to as many people in this province as possible, so that they know what to do, they understand their rights, and they have the tools to protect themselves and their families. So please help me spread the word. Give me a thumbs up, and comment down below if you have an experience with the WSIB, or any stories that you may have in terms of whether they've been following you, conducting surveillance, or your employer or anything of that note, because people do read, and this can serve as confirmation that no one is alone in this fight. And I think that's important, so that people feel empowered to not give up. All right, my friends, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please share the video, and until the next time, take care.
Navigating a complex legal claim can feel like an uphill battle, but you don't have to do it alone. At LegalPro Connect, we bridge the gap, linking Canadians with experienced lawyers and paralegals nationwide. For deeper insights into your rights, join our community at WSIB Truth Matters, where we expose the truth behind the system. From injury claims to employment rights, get the successful representation that you deserve. Contact LegalPro Connect today. Professional matching, preferred results.